Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Flamingo Homeschool. I'm Angela, and today we're going to talk about making math fun. This is a collaboration with Jessica from the Waldock Way and Abby from Rooted in Rest. It is part of their show and tell series that they have invited all of us YouTube homeschooling moms to join, and I am so grateful for that. I have been watching them for a very long time, and their channels are amazing and they have helped me so much. Also, the playlist will be linked below with all the moms who are on here on YouTube doing their homeschool thing, and there is so much resources and so much help. If you're looking for anything homeschool, I highly suggest that you check it out. Check out all their channels and just go ahead and see if they have what you're looking for, because they are so encouraging and they are so knowledgeable and awesome. So I really highly recommend all of their channels. They're amazing. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to kind of share with you what we use to make math fun. Now, we use the Good and the Beautiful's brand new math program, and we absolutely love it. I can tell you that my kids love it. They love doing it. They will do above and beyond what I ask them to every day because they enjoy it so much. They make it really fun with their math boxes. It comes with, not a ton of manipulatives. Let me show you my daughter's. So they're not super big boxes, and they don't have a ton of stuff, but there's so many games in there included that really help reinforce those different concepts. And so they really just enjoy that. So I can tell you that that's the first thing that we do. We use the Good and the Beautifuls. It's very open and go, which I love, and they really love how colorful it is and how many games they have. Let me just show you really quick my daughter's book. I'm just gonna show you like how colorful it is and things like that. Let me find a page she hasn't done. All right, guys. So, super colorful, super fun. And then there's various games that they play with their math box items, which really reinforce those skills. So that's the first thing that we do. We use the Good and the Beautiful's math program, their brand new one, and we absolutely love it. So the next thing that we really love are these. And you can kind of see we have well worn these out. We might need to get some new ones, but we use these because this is a block of 100, and so for adding, subtracting, multiplying, it's really easy for them. We used to have an abacus, but it kept on falling apart and the beads were coming off, and they were really just cheaply made. And I was going to get another abacus, but I decided to go with these instead because my son and my daughter both really enjoy popping bubble wrap. So we did these, and then I ended up putting the numbers 1 to 100 on here for them, just to make it a little easier. So I have one for my daughter and one for my son, and they really enjoy using these when they're doing math. It's like fun for them. So we absolutely love these. And then we love using games in our homeschool to reinforce concepts. So when they were first learning, we would play Uno. So they would have to recognize colors and numbers, and so that was really good. We still play it quite often. Now they know obviously all their numbers. Another game we used to play was Clumsy Thief Jr., and this is adding up to, I think, 10 is what it is. Yeah, adding up to 10. And so what you do is you deal the cards, and then you can try to steal based on what someone else has down. So if they put down like a 6 and a 4, and you have a 6, you can steal that pile from them, and they can steal it back with a 4. So it's really fun. My kids really love it, and that's called Clumsy Thief Jr. We also play this one, Clumsy Thief Candy Shop, which is to 20, I believe. Now there's one more that I really want to get and I haven't gotten yet, which is to 100, adding and subtracting to 100. So that is really fun. So that's probably one that I'm going to get here in the near future, because even though they know it, it's really good for them to just keep practicing those, you know, those things. My daughter's adding, you know, like hundreds and thousands together. So, but this is just good because it's fun and it reinforces those just core skills. When we first started also, what we would do, and we do this sometimes too, just for refreshers, we do addition and subtraction cards. And what I will do is I will take these and I will shuffle them. And then these, we used to just have them raise their hand, but these are a little more fun, and I'll show you why. So they each have a buzzer, and what they'll do is they'll buzz in, and the first person to buzz in gets a chance to answer, and then if they don't get it correct, then the other person does, and whoever has the most cards at the end will get a extra flamingo ticket, which is to our flamingo store every Friday. We do have a reward system here, so that works good for them. But they absolutely love using these, and my kids really enjoy competing. So they really love competing with each other and with me and with my husband and whoever. So they really enjoy that, and it makes it a little more fun than just doing, you know, what's 2 + 2, what's, you know, whatever. They think we're playing this awesome game, and we are, and they love it. So that's really fun. So the next thing, I kind of showed some similar to this in my language arts video. The next thing are these super genius games, and I have addition and multiplication. And so what they are, let me show you. They're cards that have, some cards have answers and some cards have the problems on them. And then you have to try to figure out, like this one would be 9 + 9 is 18. So that would be what are the same on each card. So, and if you get, even if you get like 2 that are just problems, there are, you know, they always have something that is the same on both cards. So it's just really fun, and my kids really enjoy that. Like I said, they enjoy competing. So we do that, we put them down, and then whoever can tell me first what the correct answer is are the ones who get the cards, and whoever has the most cards wins. So that's how we play those games. So we have that for addition and multiplication. I think there's also subtraction and division, but we just haven't gotten those ones yet. And then the next thing we use is dice. So we have all different kinds of dice, you know, just all multiple kinds of dice here. This one is by tens. I think I got all of these like at the Dollar Tree. Possibly I got some of them off of Amazon, but just all different kinds of dice, and we'll use them to add, to subtract, to multiply. We haven't really gotten into division yet too much, but we'll use them for all those different things, and we'll make a game out of it, like again with the buzzers, or we'll race to see who can get the correct answer first. Things like that will make it extremely fun. Let's see. This is another thing that we use. This is, I got this off of Amazon, and you can kind of see it's like little metal beads in there. And then this, I've just tied it with some string, is magnetic. So you can, like, say you want to know, I'll say, what's 10 rows of 10? And then my son will, you know, it's hard to do this backwards, but he'll, you know, put 10 on here, and he'll, you know, keep going until he has 10 rows of 10, and then he'll count them or whatever. It's just something to make counting more fun, or, you know, multiplying, things like that. It'll make it a lot more fun. So they each have one that they use, and this is my makeshift way to keep the pen with it, because otherwise it gets lost. They'll also use this to make like patterns and designs and things like that. You can kind of see. And they really think it's fun to just pop them back in because you kind of just have to push them down. So that's another thing we use for our math when we're doing adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. This is another thing that we used that is fun for, especially for my son. We got this recently in my Usborne haul, and it's all kinds of addition, number bonds, things like that. It's all kinds of things. And so it's just really fun for us to sit down and just reinforce the concepts that he's learning in his actual curriculum. Another thing that I got, and this is by DK, it is very cool. My kids really love it because it clicks when you turn the clock, so they love that. Also, there's like all kinds of little flaps you can flap, and if you know anything about me, my kids absolutely love to lift the flaps. So my daughter knows how to tell time, but she still is familiarizing herself with like quarter past, half past, things like that. We're just going over again so that she doesn't forget like what they mean. And my son is learning to tell time. He knows how to tell time to the half an hour, but it's just a more fun way for them to, you know, just kind of reinforce when we're not actually doing curriculum at a certain time. It's fun for us to read this and to use the little flaps to lift the flaps. Okay, so the next thing that we use for, like I said, we'd like to do a lot of games, and this game is one of our absolute favorites. It is called Money Bags, and you get, let's see if I can take some of it out, but I don't know if it's kind of big. So you get this really cool game board. Let's see if I can, there we go. So you get this really cool game board, and then they have to try to make certain things without using, so you can't use any nickels, you can't use any dimes, you can't use any quarters, or you can use any coins to make whatever you land on. So they have to tell you how to make certain things, and it comes with little dollars and little, I'll show you the coins. They're realistic looking coins, so which is really good because my son especially needs that. So you have the realistic looking penny, the realistic looking dime. I don't know if you can see that. The realistic looking quarter, and there's the nickel. So you've kind of got a realistic looking set of money, and then you roll the dice and you land on things, and whoever has the most money in their money bag is the winner. So my husband and I play this with them quite often, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I'll try to link things below if I have the idea of where I've gotten them from. So the next thing we use, and it's just kind of like manipulatives that we use, are usually seasonally they'll come out with little erasers in like the Target dollar spot. And so you can kind of see these are like winter themed ones. They are from last year. So my son loves trucks, so that was really good for him. And some of them are like Santa, and what is this one? A polar bear. It looks like a little polar bear. So these ones were really cute. We used them last year and we'll use them again this year. But I just buy like a couple packs of them, and then we can use them for whatever math we're doing. And it just makes it that much more fun because they're themed with the holiday that's coming around or the season or whatever. So the last thing that I have, and a lot of people use math cubes like these ones. My son is completely and utterly obsessed with number blocks. And so He plays with these literally every day because he loves them. And so they come with all different kinds of cards where you can do math problems. You can build blocks, and then it'll say like how many groups of 3 makes 9 or whatever, things like that on the back. But these are like just like the regular cubes, but they have the little faces that clip onto them. So let me see if I can find this is one that he built today. I'm trying to see if there's any more that he built today that I can show you, but I think he took them all. Oh, there's one. So like he'll be like, oh, 4 4s, that's 16. And you know, it really is helping with his multiplication. He's in 1st grade and he does multiplication in his head quite often. And he really just loves number blocks. So they have all the little face pieces that you can put on to them and make the characters from the number blocks. And so that is something that both of my kids, my daughter who's 7 and my son who's 6, both use these. They really enjoy the show, and so they kind of play. And then it comes with two different sets of cards. Like I said, it comes with the bigger cards that have like, you know, it'll say like, I'm trying to find one of these. Okay, so this one will, you know, ask you to put the numbers into different shapes. So like they're all like, you know, a rectangle here, but it'll say put them into different shapes, or use those numbers to create this block and find out which numbers, you know, create that block. And then so these ones are more like just math problems, a lot of them, you know, and they're very basic ones, but the show is excellent, I can tell you that, for explaining concepts such as multiplication. My son loves it, and like I said, he multiplies in his head as a 1st grader, and he just loves math. And my daughter as well loves it, and so that is another thing that we use, our number block, math link blocks, I guess you could call them. So a lot of people use those, and we use a number block ones. Not sponsored, but my son just absolutely loves these. So that's kind of it, guys. We do math all the time. We count by 10s or 20s, or, you know, we count in the car. We do multiplication in the car just for fun, because my kids really enjoy it. And like I said, my son is obsessed. We make math fun by playing tons of games. We kind of make everything into a game, even like flashcards, we make them into a game. And my kids really enjoy that. So the other thing, and I don't know if everyone is going to want to do this, but we did teach our children how to play 21. We don't play for money or anything. It's just kind of to play a fun card game. We just kind of played it like that, but just so that they can, you know, just practice adding and subtracting, and they think that they're doing something really fun, which it is fun. So it's not really like gambling, but we did teach them how to play it so that they could use it to learn more math. So that was one other thing we did. I don't know if everybody's going to want to do that, but that's something that we did, and that we all enjoyed doing as a family. So that is it, guys. I really, really hope that this helped you in your homeschool or encouraged you in your homeschool. That is what I want to be here for. That is what I want to do, is encourage other mamas in their homeschooling are fully equipped to teach their children. They are fully ready, capable, and you can do it. If you're thinking about homeschooling, trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. I hope that you guys will stick around for the playlist. Thank you so much to Jessica from the Waldock Way and Abby from Rooted in Rest for hosting this show and tell. And